Thabela ke go tamisha, thabela ke go lotshefela na ke re eta ola my person ke misetso ngwana wa Tali coming to you live from Zwartluuf gona mo Bela. I am here with the Honorable HOD, or the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, and let me tell you, peoples, we are high in the levels. Thabela mama.
Thabela, thank you so much for that, brilliant, vibrant, positive introduction. I love it.
I have to
Thank
say
you very much.
it is quite an honor. Because apart from HOD, a partner to somebody else. So
yes.
just briefly, tell us about yourself.
Right, yes. Besides being an HOD, I'm a mother. In actual fact, I'm blessed. I'm a mother of 8 children. So don't just look at my body and think that I'm very young. I'm a mother of 8 children. I've got 2 sons, and all the rest are girls. So I really understand this program of today, of growing boys, to men, because I've got 2 sons that I'm growing, and I've seen a lot of challenges, that they had encountered in life, and also the girls, So this program is very close to my heart. That's why I'm here, and my commitment is here. So yeah.
I think with the amount of girls that you have, you want them to find men that will be capable to take care of them.
Yes.
Now, just a little bit, the importance of you actually being part of this kind of a conference to then build, nurture a husband or a father to your grandchild, and the importance of it despite just us coming here observing protocol. What does it mean to you to help mentor these young boys into becoming men?
Right. And I think just stage ke boletse ka mokgwa eleng gore go ba monna go botlhokwa ka gona le gore ka nako e nngwe re le society re a lebala the role of men in the society, and re cheer what the society has defined men these days. We take them as abusers, we take them as careless people, we take them as criminals. So we are here, and I'm here to support the pledge that we need to erase that stigma. We need to erase that history in the chapter of men. We need to rise up boys into men that will actually play a positive role in the society, men that can be true ambassadors, men that can be repositioned to their roles as leaders in the society. So I'm here to actually support that. But besides supporting that, I'm a mother of girl children. I would like to raise men that can be good husbands to our girls there in the society. Men that can actually bore children and not abuse those children. Men that can actually lead and build a society. Remember, a society is built out of families. So we need men that can actually lead families, build a family unit. That family unit can actually grow and become a community, from a community then to the society. So I'm very close to this program. I'm very deep, spiritually. And I know that God has placed men to actually lead in the families, lead in church, and lead in the society, and become leaders. Not to say that they're stealing a limelight from women. Women are also called leaders, but we need men to walk with us, this path of being a leaders and crafting that vision that will take our society and our community far, and our country to greater heights.
Okay, you're still with us. With the HOD, the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. Because you've reached us through the Department of Education specifically.
Yes.
What about all of those other kids? They still need to be groomed to become better men. We face cases of young boys, them being outside, they are consuming alcohol, they are taking drugs. What about them who cannot be identified through the Department of Basic Education? What initiatives do you think can be put in place to address those measures?
All right. In actual fact, my heart is sore that I want to appreciate our twin education and our sister education, Department of Education. I want to appreciate, because they used a very efficient manner of identifying our boys through schools. But there are boys out there that are not in schools. So the initiative and the strategy that we're going to put in place as a commitment that we actually made today is that we are going to use our sport federations. Remember, we are the department that is in charge of sport in the province. Sport federations. Those federations are able to actually pick up boys that are not in schools, pick up boys in clubs, in sport clubs, pick up boys that are in the streets that are actually either playing football or either playing rugby, but not only through sport, but just boys that are out there. Because any boy, actually, we can identify any boy through sport. boys can actually come and be audience of sport and recreation,
Yes.
activities. So those boys that do not have an opportunity to be identified through schools can actually be identified through our sports structures. And not only our sports structures, but we've got recreational structures. Boys that can actually just participate in walks, boys that can participate in playing morabaraba, and
indigenous games.
And indigenous games.
So
what is say about indigenous games? And also art structures. Don't forget art structures. Artists. We had artists during the day.
Yes.
We can also identify boys that can actually, identify through artist structures, community arts structures, and poetry structures. We've got poet structures. We've got, a number of structures that we can actually use, to identify our boys that are not in schools that can actually participate in this program.
Just a little before we conclude. How then are you planning as our HOD? Because officially so. As how are you then planning for it? Now I'm at school. I have talent, yet my performance is not really that good because that's what relevant. You get it? So it must not only be academics, but we must be a balance between our academics and our sports, arts and culture. Because we are people, as Africans, we must then preserve our culture. So, and also while concluding, just tell us what is your plan as our HOD to integrate those sports, arts and cultures inside of as part of our curriculum?
A very important question. We signed a memorandum of understanding as sport, arts and culture with the Department of Education. It's called, a protocol agreement in promoting sports, arts, culture in all our schools. And that MOU has been signed by our two political heads, the MEC for Sport, Arts and Culture, the MEC for Education. So my assignment is to actually put that MOU into use and ensure that all the protocols that have been identified in that MOU that actually being implemented. So currently my plan is that we need to then grow arts in schools, and I've got a plan where in our annual performance plan we've got arts in schools programs. We are sending out artists there in schools to ensure that they teach our young people and they enhance the love for arts through those artists that will be in schools. But besides that, we've got also 16 prioritized school sport codes that are there in our schools. We just have to strengthen. We just have to make sure that every school participate in school sport and every school participate in arts, and that is our plan. So currently right now we are going to partner with education. We are partnering with them, but we need to strengthen those communities so that coordination can actually be seen, and our children actually are able to access sport and are also able to access arts.
Ke lebogile tjali gona mo ditsong gona ke amogela lerato ke leo ke go tswa go mima ke misetsa le motsadi wa ka gona bona lerato le legolo ke modimo go dire ka go loka modimo go shogofatse le tsweleng pele le re go dišetša lona le fatshe because we are the leaders of tomorrow. Thoma le hono le lerato ke lewe ke a go rata.
Re a leboga.